All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is a video message update on the scams that could happen during hurricanes or natural disasters. Today, we're going to talk about Hurricane Irma down there in Florida. Now, we're talking about a major catastrophe hurricane that is 3 times the size of Florida. And you are going to see all kinds of scams and donations in order for people to raise money on the disasters of others. I got wrapped up in the exact same scam down there in Houston, Texas with Hurricane Harvey, where people were rescuing animals and people, and there was raising millions of dollars. And the money never went to exactly what it was going to. So today, we're going to talk about something in Tampa, Florida called Big Cat Rescue, owned by Carol Baskin, the world's famous cat killer herself. So far, that facility has already killed 190 big cats since she's been in business, and she has had ample warning to evacuate the animals from that sanctuary in order for this to end up with a Category 3 hurricane by the time it reaches land in Tampa, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about winds of over 115 miles an hour, and they're estimating them to last over 10 hours. There is no way that these animals can stay in these kind of holding cages that are nothing but wired dog crates outside in 115 mile an hour wind for 10 hours. She put a video on her Facebook yesterday. The biggest concern she has right now is her gift shop and her computers. To hell with the animals, because they're just a commodity. The less she has to feed means the less she has to spend on taking care of her animals. That's why so many die down there as it is. Remember, here's a list of 190 cats that have perished at Big Cat Rescue so far. Now we're talking about an organization that has 7 nonprofits that she funnels money back and forth to off of your donations. And what does she do with it? She has spent over $1.5 million on courts and lawyers just trying to shut me down because I breed tigers here in Oklahoma. This is where your donation money's going. She's had ample time to evacuate them animals. She's had plenty of offers for people like us to come down there and help her evacuate those animals. So here's the plan, ladies and gentlemen. Instead of donating your money so she can continue to profit over $8 million a year and spend very little on the care of her animals, if you look at some of the cages, do these look like $8 million cages to you? Per year, I might remind you. Nope. It's all about buying rental property and rental houses, so that way when she runs everybody out of business, she has a livelihood to sit back and retire on. All off of your hard-earned money and your donations. So this is our plan. We're not asking for any money or donations to help any animals right now. We're going to sit back and watch. If one endangered animal is killed in that hurricane in Tampa, Florida at Big Cat Rescue, we're going to put up a GoFundMe site so people can actually put their money to good use. And that is filing a federal lawsuit against Big Cat Rescue and her USDA inspector for putting those animals that are endangered by the federal government in harm's way to harm an endangered species. So it's time to turn the tables and use their tactics against them. Their USDA inspector has had years to make that facility come up to par, whether they're taking payoffs or they're putting money in their own pockets. That has yet to be seen. But we know that the violations that the Florida Fish and Wildlife found of over 70 violations in one inspection, and the USDA can't find one, there has got to be a problem. But once again, before you donate after this hurricane, sit back and ask yourselves, what did somebody do to actually help those animals before this hurricane hits Florida? And they've had over a week to evacuate these animals or put them in proper housing. And I don't think all of these cages that are built on these trees, and if you look at these photos really close, ladies and gentlemen, there is no way these trees in these cages are going to withstand 115 mile an hour wind. So let's sit back and watch just how many cats die or how many cats are running loose in Tampa, Florida because of one greedy lady that spends all of her money harassing and trying to shut other people down instead of putting your donations to use to take care of those animals. I'm Joe Exotic from Oklahoma, ladies and gentlemen, so stay tuned after this hurricane. And if any animals are killed or released in the city of Tampa, let's do something to end this mess once and for all.